Good morning, afternoon, or evening to you, depending on where you're watching this from in the world. This is just a straight up spontaneous video. I've just finished work for the week. I'm about to leave and go home or go see my girlfriend and whatever. And this afternoon it was announced that Nico Rosberg is retiring from Formula One with immediate effect. I'm absolutely stunned, as I think the world is, the sporting world, not just the motorsport and Formula One community. I think the sporting world is in genuine shock about this sudden retirement. Did anyone think when the season ended that Nico Rosberg was going to retire? Did anyone really think that? I didn't. We've lost Felipe Massa and Jenson Button to retirement. We've now lost the current world champion to retirement. Basically, he said he's reached the top of the mountain that he's been trying to climb for his entire career, and that's it now. He just needs to call it a day as he achieved everything he wanted to achieve. And you know what? When you think about it like that, especially in the profession he's in, I can't blame the guy about that. I can't blame him in a way. It's just so sudden and random. It's so random that he's just decided to pack it in. So he's much like Nigel Mansell, Alain Prost, amongst other people in the past who are retiring on top. He's going to join that list of people who have done that. It's just bizarre. Like, no one thought that would happen. For me, I can see why he'd want to leave now. He's won the World Championship. He's achieved everything he wanted to do. And he's recently had he's got married, and he's recently had a child. And for me, I can see him just looking at this going, that 2016, especially he said from the Japanese Grand Prix to the finish, has been incredibly stressful, and that he wants to just, that's it, call it a day. He's done what he needed to do. He just go be a dad and enjoy life. You've made your millions, you've achieved your dream. Now you've got to be sensible. And I like the fact that he's doing it on his terms. It's not like he's, not like with Jenson Button, who is being replaced. This is a shock retirement that is sending shockwaves through the motorsport community. But he retires on top, and not many people get to do that in sport. You get to retire at the absolute top of your profession, and it's a sad day for Formula One. F1 won't have a world champion next year. But I respect Rosberg for doing that. I think he most definitely deserves a happy retirement with his wife and with his child. And it's just, I don't really know what to say. It's so fresh, and not fresh, but like new news and shocking. And it's just the least expected announcement possibly I've ever known in F1. I genuinely didn't think this would happen. So, what can you do? That's the crazy world of F1 for you. There's already kind of talk as to who will take Rosberg's seat. I don't want to overly speculate. My immediate name would be Pascal Wehrlein would take the seat. He's already very much in the Mercedes, the structure in that organisation, which makes me think that he would definitely be the one that would move up. It's pretty soon. It's very early. Someone asked me, is he ready? And I kind of said, you got to be. People questioned whether Max Verstappen was ready to move to the main Red Bull team, and look, he's done amazingly. So if Wehrlein was to get the call up, just go in and do your thing. There'll be not much pressure in your first year in the team, because I don't think Mercedes would boot him like McLaren have with Magnussen and Perez after one season. And plus, Wehrlein's got some serious speed in the car. He has had some serious speed in a poor car. So that a good performance wouldn't surprise me. There's also talks about Alonso just run straight for that seat. I think he's too busy. He's locked down in this multi-year, like $30 million contract with McLaren, so that's not likely. Will it be Vettel? Vettel, as much as his partnership with Ferrari is kind of on a, bit of a shaky, on dodgy ground, really. I don't think he's going anywhere. At least not now. And people are now saying Verstappen. Verstappen's the least likely out of the three to go to Mercedes. He's very much embedded in Red Bull, like their future and their present and their future. So he's not going anywhere. I think Christian Horner will literally just completely stamp his authority on it and say, no, you're not going anywhere, Max, you're staying with us. And I don't think Max would want to go. I think Max looks at Red Bull and actually really likes the vibe. He's come up through their junior system, and I think he's going to be Red Bull's future for the foreseeable future, especially with the new regulations next year, which I think are going to favour Red Bull quite substantially. So he's not going to want to move with the level of uncertainty that comes from the new regulation changes for next year. It's kind of my initial reactions to the whole Rosberg thing. It's more just a case of shock. I understand and I respect him for the decision. He'll be missed, and he, I think him finally achieving his dream has added him alongside those top, the not like the top people, but he adds his name to that illustrious list of drivers that have won a world championship. So that's all really needs to be said. He's a world champion. He's now retiring on his own terms, and he gets to go and enjoy his life, and he doesn't have to risk his life anymore because he's achieved his dream and he's at the absolute pinnacle of his profession. So what more can be said? These are my initial reactions. I'm not going to go home because it's really, really cold, and this will be up pretty soon. So thanks very much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Let me know what you think about the whole Rosberg situation in the comments, I'll see you later. Have a good weekend.